Hey everybody, Andrew here, Top Fitness Strategies. Okay, yes, you're here at Top Fitness Strategies, and you clicked on the button that said something about food interview, nutrition interview, raw food interview, something like that. And this is the deal with this one. All right, long before I had the website Top Fitness Strategies, I was doing monthly interviews, audio interviews with different folks from around the world, and they would range in a variety of topics. And slowly but surely, I started leaning toward more of the fitness, health, nutrition, stuff of that sort. And in my search to find a person to interview, I ran across somebody by the name of Dan McDonald on YouTube. He had all kinds of YouTube videos, and he was in the family of raw food. And right away I thought, raw food, I don't want to go around eating bark off of trees and things of that sort. So I started watching some of his videos, and I'm telling you, this guy is off the chain. He is so far removed from my stereotype of what raw food is, which was totally wrong, totally inaccurate. And I can't even describe it in how many levels I was using the raw food vernacular in the wrong way. So I asked Dan for an interview, and he said, sure, why not? We did it. And usually at that time, my interviews ran 30, 45 minutes at the most. Occasionally, a couple of them ran a little longer. This interview ran for 90 minutes. And why? Because we had several questions coming in from audiences that I had, and other people sending questions. And Dan was, it was like something else came down and took over myself and Dan, because the interview went so smooth and was all kinds of great information, not just with the raw food, but in basic nutrition, basic health, things of that sort. Now, he has a background in tissue regeneration. We didn't get into that much. To me, it speaks for itself. You can think about whatever that is for the time being. But when we were done, and at the time, I had an audience, and I gave the interviews away to my audience. And it's a different kind of business strategy at the time, and it was great. And when the interview was over, later on that evening, now I was in Florida at the time. Dan lived in Seattle, or up in Washington State. I shouldn't say Seattle, Washington State somewhere at the time. Washington, Oregon, somewhere in the upper northwest corner of the United States. He called me later on that night and asked, instead of giving it away because it was so good, he says he's never felt that way with the interviews. I'm not going to get in all the accolades, but it was great. He asked if we can sell it to people. And I've said, sure, why not? He had a huge following at the time, probably even more so now, and I had a following at the time. So we sold that interview, the 90-minute interview, audio interview, MP3, for $23. And believe me, it sold like hotcakes. It was off the chain. And I can't even describe how good it was. So fast forward to now, Top Fitness Strategies was born. I had all these interviews I put in the back shelf because they were titled something different, a different website, and I didn't really want to use them. So lately I started taking a couple of them back out just to listen to them again, and I couldn't believe how good this interview actually was and all the great stuff that was in it. Once again, not about raw food, but about nutrition in general. So if you're looking for something that's nutrition-based, you want to get some information on overall nutrition, regardless if it's vegetarian, vegan, meat lovers, whatever, this is there. This is all there is to it. And as I'm going through this, and I wrote something down. I want to make sure I read this right. And what this interview is basically, in a nutshell, it's teaching folks how to eat proper foods to get their body running in maximum efficiency. Simple as that. I mean, he's not going to say prepare food this way, prepare food that way. We get into difference between smoothies and shakes and the nuts and fruits and why cooked meat does this, why cooked vegetables do that, and things of that sort. So this is something, if you're interested, I highly, 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 highly recommend this. Excuse me. selling it for a lot less than $23. I don't agree with that price tag because it had a lot of broken links and stuff of it that's no longer there. But the information is phenomenal. So I'm telling you, for what the cost is for a fast food lunch nowadays, you can get this 90-minute jam-packed interview full of great information from one of the leading experts in his field throughout the world. And it is I can't talk about it enough. I'm so excited. Matter of fact, I just got done listening to it a little bit ago, and I decided to jump on here, do this video to promote it. So what I'm going to ask you to do at this point is click the link below, see what it's all about, and download the MP3, and we'll go from there. I can't speak it up more than what I am, and for such a small price to pay for the great information in there, and it will change your life. If not for the information within it, for just the experience of hearing somebody who maybe doesn't believe what you believe in, health-wise, nutrition-wise, whatever. It's totally off the cuff, I should say. Once again, I can sit here all day long and tout this, but click below, click the link, go from there, get the interview. Believe me, you'll be 100% satisfied with it. Can you dig it? And you'll understand that phrase once you get into it. But great guy, great information. Everything was good about it. So click the link and we'll go from there. All right. And so until next time, this is Andrew, Top Fitness Strategies. Peace out. Ciao.